Because I can feel like, based on the response I got, that Curtis wasn't the illest shit. Because I'm used to being number one, so number two is not fucking okay.
Yeah, man, you know.
So we talk about you three, but there's another element to that. You added another person into it.
Yeah.
Of course, you have Buck.
I'm G-Unit to the bone.
Okay, I was minding. So G-Unit,
G-Unit
Buck is G-Unit all
straight
day.
up and down.
Ain't going nowhere.
God forbid, but the minute that you ever see me away from this is death or the penitentiary. I don't believe in breaking up or leaving away from something that I helped create, my dude. So, yeah, it's G-Unit to the bone, girl. So you see that? It's G-Unit South at the end of the day, you heard?
And now, you know, years happened, it was successful and it worked, but now it didn't. So, what was the problem there?
It doesn't work in a group setting. You see what I'm saying? Because his intentions change. Like, you can't be on a team and just be playing baseball by yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what developed and began to happen. Because initially, people thought Young Buck was Tony Yayo. They didn't know the difference between Young Buck and Yayo, because by the time we actually got to moving around and touring, Buck was here, Ye was in jail. They didn't know that they had a relationship, and we had all been around each other prior to his incarceration. They just seen Buck there, and then skin complexion match up. There's three of them, two of them dark skin, and one of them looked like I'll be sure a little bit. I'm fucking with you, but you know what I'm saying, like one is light skinned. There was a period where Buck had to establish who he was. You know, and overall, like, he just was really inconsistent with his character. Like, the things that he's saying, you can't value a person in general. That gives you a lot of inconsistency. His game is similar.
So how does it feel, though? I mean, like, when it happens once, it's like when you make a mistake once and you make a mistake twice.
Yeah, but it's two different things. Like, the difference between Game and Buck is this. Game was someone who already had those intentions. There was no action, there was nothing that happened that sparked what happened with Game, other than him wanting to be the person. He wanted to be the guy, period, like the number one, the hottest thing, period. So the only way to do that is to go against 50 Cent and win. You see what I'm saying? So that was inevitable again. Like, I only worked with him for 6 days because I recorded the records that I gave him prior to him coming to my house. I muted my vocals in order for him to rap, but he heard my vocals before he wrote his. You see what I'm saying? So it's an easier blueprint. Like, the guy that's battling and talking about your Adidas and your can't go and your shirt and all that other shit. This guy is conditioned to rap the way we speak, right? He's a good rapper, but he can't write a song to save his life. I'm just giving you that scenario to indicate to you the difference between a good rapper and a good songwriter. Now, I wrote the song concepts, the songs there playing, mute the vocals, get the shit done, get him out of here. Then wrote everything that I presented to you on The Massacre to scan 9.8 million records. You know, so because of that, I'm the only hip-hop artist that can be directly compared to the Beatles for having 4 records in the top 10 at the same time. But 2 of them was Game's records, and 2 of them were mine. But because I wrote them all,
it's kind of all yours.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's cool. I get Writer of the Year that year for it. You know what I mean? For being able to have both of those projects be that successful, and he scanned about 5 million records on that, and then came back on his own to do 900,000. Now, if you look at Buck's situation, he's been around a lot longer. Had a chance to travel different places with us, international, worldwide. You know, so it's more time invested in that actual relationship. And he's responding more like your little brother responds. He says something and does something, and then when you confront him, he goes, no, that's not what I meant. I meant this. And you go, my bad, I'm fucking up, man. You see what I'm saying? But how often do you allow that to continue to happen before you decide, as far as the group is concerned, it's unhealthy, and you need to remove that because they're not understanding why I'm accepting at the same time. So then you you allow a window of opportunity for them to feel like that's the norm and it's okay. And then when he starts it, and then the group you're talking about that has some significance and existing doesn't exist anymore. So, you know, you gotta remove it. Like, of course, he wanted to become his own man, because you spent a lot of time on stages that the audience chose to come see 50 Cent. And there's points where they feel like their material is better than mine. There's points where I'm recognizing that song is stupid. Like, I'm like, that's hot right there. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that you should no longer be in this business when you lose the capability of being a fan on some levels, you know what I mean? So there's points where I become their fans, and I'm looking going, yo, that's crazy right there, you know, like and it's ill because I remember when you wouldn't say nothing on the chorus, like, because I did all the choruses when we first started. You see what I'm saying? And now I'm watching him write a hit record with Avant on it. Writing the chorus, the whole song. Him making a hit record with Carrie Hilson on it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm feeling like it's different shit that's there, like, and it's exciting. But with Buck, I feel like he needed the opportunity to go ahead and have his full focus beyond that. But he's gonna experience some discomfort not having the same support, not having G-Unit as a component to reignite whatever slows down. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's like, say they felt like Bank's album, the last album, wasn't the illest shit. Cool. You can accept that. Because I can feel like, based on the response I got, that Curtis wasn't the illest shit. Because I'm used to being number one, so number two is not fucking okay. You see what I'm saying? So now I gotta go back to the drawing board and deliver exactly what is dead fucking right. You know, so now we're in a climate where we have re-excited our core audience with Body Snatchers and Elephant in the Sand, and the third entry is Gangsta Grills Volume 18 with Drama and Who Kid, and then we go into the actual project. You know, but having the opportunity to be able to see the response to certain songs and what the music is, like what it is, has given a better gauge on what we should be creating for the actual album. So, you know, they should expect a great project. That's what's up.
I put the seat back when we rollin'. I let the system dump when we coastin'. I had a 3-pound with me cock. Went up on me, get shot. In the street like the niggas say they know me, I don't know them. They say we came up together, I don't owe them. A motherfucker.